Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in chapter 5, previously we have learned about 5.1, which is numeric records management. So now we are going to continue to the next one, which is geographic records management. So in geographic records management, we are going to learn 6 subtopics. The first one is the need for geographic filing. Second one is the geographic filing method itself. And the next one is geographic file indexes. So in this video for part 1, we are going to learn 5.2.1, 5.2.2, and 5.2.3. So, why do you need for geographic filing? Previously, we have learned about numeric filing. So, you need the numeric filing, especially to file the records that have numbers such as your student ID number, your bank account number, invoice number, and as well as the sale numbers. Okay, so why do you need geographic filing? Because geographic filing is a method of storing and retrieving records in alphabetical order by location of an individual or location of an organization, location of a project. So, the need of geographic succeed in many areas of our social and political life, as well as business and industry. For example, the political group, the social clubs, societies with national and regional members, large department stores with branch stores throughout the country, mail order companies, publisher, airlines, railway, and wholesale houses, and etc. So, when you see all the example given there, let's discuss about the mail order companies. Okay, for example, how you sort all the correspondent, all the stuff through the postage delivery is based on the postcode number. So if the postcode number is 23,000, it means that correspondent or that stuff is belongs to the Dungun district in Terengganu State. Okay, the same thing goes to the airline. Okay, so when you are going to buy any ticket, you need to base on the location of the ticket itself, where we're either in local, in within Malaysia, or in Sabah Sarawak, or outside of Malaysia. Okay, so another example of activities that require decision based on location are the scientific research, oil and gas exploration, facility management, real estate transaction, emergency response, utility and telecommunication services, as well as product distribution. So, for example of utility is TNB, Tenaga Nasional Berhad. Okay, so you will get the utility bills based on the location of that or location of your house. Okay, so for example, you are living in Dungun, so you will get the utility for your house. Okay, so the TNB will create or will produce their utility bills according to the location of each of the houses in their in their district. Okay, in each district. So next one is the geographic filing methods. So again, for geographic filing methods, you need to know that geographic systems are tailored, modified to fit the need of the organization. The filing segment in geographic filing includes geographic filing unit first, followed by the correspondent name. So in other words, for the geographic filing method, you need to arrange from the major to the minor geographic unit. So you must consider the filing unit in this order. So you need to consider the orders from the country name, which is the major one is the country name, the state name, the city name, and the correspondence name. For example, country name is Malaysia, the state name is Terengganu, the city name is Dungun, and the correspondent name is your name. Okay, so again, you need to arrange from the major, which is the country, to the minor, which is the city name. Okay, So for geographic filing method, you need to know there are two arrangement, which is the dictionary arrangement and another one is encyclopedic arrangement. So what is the differences between dictionary arrangement and encyclopedic arrangement? So for dictionary arrangement, you need to is the arrangement of the records in alphabetic order from A to Z. On the other hand, encyclopedic arrangement is alphabetic arrangement of major geographic division plus one or more geographic subdivision. Okay, so for dictionary arrangement, you need to use when filing system contain a single geographic unit such as a file of all street, all cities, all states, or all country. So you need to use a two different guide plan. Either it is lettered guide plan or location name guide plan. On the other hand, in encyclopedic arrangement, you also need to use either lettered guide plan also or location name guide plan that may be used as subdivision for encyclopedic arrangement. So you also uses the lettered guide plan for secondary city guides and location name guide plan for the secondary city guides. So what are these? Let's take a look on the example after this. So again, for the storage arrangement, again you have two dictionary storage arrangement and encyclopedic storage arrangement. And both of these arrangement you have lettered guide plan and location name guide plan. So what are the lettered guide plan and what is the name guide plan? So lettered guide plan is actually an arrangement of geographic records with a primary guides labeled with alphabetic letter. Again, an arrangement with the primary guide labeled with alphabetic letter. Why alphabetic letter? Because you have lettered. Okay, and on the other hand, location name guide plan is an arrangement of geographic records with primary guides labeled with location name. So the primary guide for location is based on the location. So now let's take a look on the example of this one. So again, you have two types of arrangement. The first one is dictionary arrangement and the second one is encyclopedic arrangement. So now we take a look on the dictionary arrangement. Again, dictionary arrangement is an arrangement based on alphabetic order starting A to Z. So now we have lettered guide plan and location name guide plan. Lettered guide plan is what we call arranged according to the alphabetic, and location is arranged according to the location. So you can take a look the black one. So the black one here we call it as our primary guide. And this one, we call it as the secondary guide. Okay, this is what we call a tab. Okay, okay, this card, we call it as a tab card. And this one, we call is a primary guide. This is what we call tab. Okay, again, on this one is the same too. The black one is what we call primary guide. This is a tab guide. Okay, so you can see that in lettered guide plan, you arrange according to the alphabetic order starting from A to I. Okay, so for the next card guide, you have the name for A is Australia, B for Belgium, and also Brazil. You arrange the also based on the alphabetic order. And G is for Germany, and I, you have 3I, Ireland, Israel, and Italy. And what is this? Okay, this is what we call out guide. What is out guide? This is a guide where someone is borrowing that folder. So you're going to learn this in topic 6. Okay, so the same thing goes to this one. It is based on location, so you need to put the location name, which is the full name, Australia, Belgium, Brazil. Okay, and the second guide is the same with the primary guide. And next one, previously we have learned about lettered. Now we go to the encyclopedic arrangement. And also we have lettered guide plan and location name guide plan. Okay, but you need to remember that encyclopedia you need to arrange by location. So now we can see the primary guide here. This is the primary guide. We only have two, New York and North Carolina. Okay, so New York and North Carolina. So A1 is the secondary guide. So for this one, the secondary guide for New York, you have A1 and B2. And secondary guide for North Carolina, you have A1 and B2. Okay, so the third guide for the A1 is NY, New York, Akron Analytical Discovery Incorporation. Okay, so this is what we call lettered guide plan in encyclopedia arrangement. And for this one, is the location name guide plan. So you need to start it with the location. Yes, your primary guide, you have two primary guide, New York and North Carolina. And the second guide is the location name, which is Akron and Albany. And the third one is Binghamton. Okay, so AM and NZ is what we call the third guide. And this one what we call as the fourth guide. So this is a guide. Again, you have out guide, both out guide. So someone is borrowing the folder, and we will learn that in topic 6. So next, you need to know about the geographic file index. Okay, so what is index? Geographic file index is an index systematically guides that access to specific items contained within a larger body of information. You need to know in geographic file index, you have two. The first one is alphabetic index and the second one is the master index. So these indexes are useful indexes when filing by location. So let's go for the first one, which is alphabetic index. So what you need to know for this one, you need to know the definition for alphabetic index and you need to know the definition for master index. So alphabetic index, the index may be in the form of typed list, card file or computer generated list. So all the information in the index must include three things. The first one is the correspondent name, the state name, and the city name. So now, let's take a look for the example. So again, alphabetic index, the information must start with the correspondent name, the state name, and the city name. Okay, so the state correspondent name is Harris County, and the state name is both Texas. And this is what we call the city name for that one. All well. And you have the number reference here. Why? Because we have additional information with numeric geographic file. And the third one is Jones County. The correspondent name, the city is Oklahoma. And this is what we call the city name. So the next one is alphabetic index for the geographic file. Again, the correspondent name, either the personal name or the business name. So the next one is the state name and the city name. So this is the building number, BLDG, and the street number. And you can see another one, what we call see also. You have learned this one. When you have the word see also, it means you have a cross-reference. So the following manner you need to read by yourself for this one is just additional information or additional knowledge for you. But you need to know more for the index of the geographic file index is the definition of alphabetic index as well as the master index. So what is the master index? Master index is a complete listing of a filing segments in the filing system. So the advantages of computer database are apparent. Two useful indexes can be printed from a single input of records. So the folder labels and mailing labels can be prepared as well as from the same stored data. So again, you need to know in geographic file index what is the difference between master index and alphabetic index. So you need to know what is the definition of alphabetic index and what is the definition of master index. Okay, so this is example for the master index. You need to start with the state and then city name, and the third one is the index name, either the personal name or the business name. BLGG is the building number and street is the street name. Okay, that's all for 5.2 Geographic Records Management Part 1. So we will continue to the second video, Part 2. Thank you.